สวัสดีครับผม Hello everyone. Welcome back to Phoenix Wright. And this is Tribulations channel, and we're back to continue the third game in the series of Phoenix Wright actually. So we will begin our new era now actually. So if you love your scenes, don't forget to follow subscribe channel so I can keep going. Please, thank you. So we finally enter a new place, new case, and I'm completely blind on this one, so let's see how it can go on. Try and tribulations. Turn about memory. Oh, go on full episode. First thing around there. How did I get into this mess? Oh, why? Why did I do that? Oh. That girl, you shouldn't see her anymore. Hey, that's none of your business. I'm telling you for your sake. If you continue to see her, it's going to be bad news. You're lying. Just listen to me. There's something you need to know about that girl. Stop it. Don't talk about her like that. Oh, Phoenix though, what? What did you do? It wasn't me. I didn't do it. "5 years earlier, Mia faced second trial." Oh, flashback, okay. April 11, 9:40 a.m. District Court, lobby number 3. Here we go again. Ew, it's finally time. I'm kinda nervous. Oh, Mr. Crossbird, good morning. Oh, Mia, please calm yourself down. You're going to get yourself arrested for suspicious behavior, you know. What are you talking about? I am relaxed, Mr. Crossbird. Look at me, I'm relaxed. Let go of my lapels. You obviously haven't got a temperament to be a lawyer. I'm sorry. It's just that I'm so nervous today. Oh, that's right. This is your first time in the big leagues, isn't it? Well, never you fear, my dear. I'm Mommy Gosford, and at your service. Actually, this is my second time in court. So, you spite me. What with your earnest request last night? Let me handle this case. You certainly say, and quite forcefully too. I just found out yesterday about the case, I mean. What? You already learned all the relevant facts? Well, about that, you see, I mean, of course I have, I think. Oh dear. Anyway, don't let our client see you so nervous. You see the poor young man in the pink sweater over there? That's our client. Oh. Good morning. Good morning, everyone. Good morning. Try to keep smiling, my Mia. I just want to say, I give it all I got. Yep, it'll be fine. No problem. Oh, what's wrong? Do you have a cold or something, Mr. Ruby? Actually, it's Wright, like the Flying Brothers. People screw it up all the time. And yes, I have cold. That's what this man is for. My dog say this way, I won't give it to anyone else. Be kind to others, he say. Right, Mr. Wright. You have nothing to be feared in court today. If you are truly innocent, I promise I will save you. Please, let go of my That's right, he's the one on trial, not you. He's the one who should be nervous. You need to stay strong for your client, Mia. My name is Mia Fei. I'm still pretty new at this lawyer thing. The first time I appeared in court was a year ago. But that tried traumatizing me so badly, I thought I'd never set foot in another courtroom. It's been 1 year since then. Here I am again. But this time I'm gonna win. For my client and for myself. Okay. April 11, 10 a.m. District Court, courtroom number 2. Oh, here we go. Crossroad is right beside me. Oh! Do I have anything? Okay, so who do we have? We have Crossroads and me, of course. At EV University, I suppose. 4th year trauma. What? Hold on. I need to learn all this one before we could get in there. Pharmacology. What's this one do? Study of how natural chemicals. Oh, he's the one who creates drugs. Okay. So we had the guy who creates drugs here. And he's learning to be a lawyer. And who's this? Oh, I have a girlfriend? I didn't know I have a girlfriend. Dahila Hawthorne. My girlfriend. The victims are, but she stayed with him up until 8 months ago. Oh. Oh shit! So what's the cause then? Electric shock? Oh, really? At 3 p.m. Okay. Let's begin. Hi, Judge. It's been a while. Court is now in session for the trial of Phoenix Wright. The defense is ready, Your Honor. The prosecution is ready, Your Honor. The defense is Miss Mia Fei, was it? Yes, Your Honor. Is there a problem? I was under the impression that Marvin Crossberg was to be leading the defense. Yes, well, you see, Mr. Crossberg had a bit of an emergency. Emergency? Well, isn't that him standing there right next to you? Yes, well... You're just a rookie. Are you sure you can really handle this? Don't let him scare you, Mia. Give him your toughest look. Of course, Your Honor. I think. Well, Mr. Payne, your opening statement, please. Well. I can't believe a veteran like me had to spend his time babysitting a new defense lawyer. Don't worry, little girl. It will be all be over soon. What was that all about? Was he trying to trash talk me? Now then, I'd like to proceed with a summary of events on the day in question. The incident occurred on the campus of Ivy University. The murder victim was a student named Doug Swallow. That's a weird name. He was a 4th year student studying criminology. It sounds like he was a very bright young man. Yes, well, next we have a photo taking at the scene of the crime. Oh, okay. Students discovered the scene shortly after the murder. They found a victim's body. And the defendant who has obviously bungled his getaway. They then called the police. That certainly makes the defendant look really suspicious indeed. Well. The court accepts this photo to the record as evidence. Okay, let me see this one here. So he got shocked. The death, really? Hold on. What's fatal electric shock? Are you sure it's a electricity shock, not the umbrella shock one?
nothing else around there.
By the way, I can't quite tell the cause of death from this photo.
Your reputation for sagacity is well earned, Your Honor. The truth is that this victim died a rather unusual death.
An unusual death? What do you mean, Mr. Bay?
Well, perhaps the defense would like to take this question. A simple question. I thought I might loosen you up a bit. I'm a gentleman, and you will.
What?
Send out to him, Mia. Show him what you made of.
Ah, a perfect opportunity. Well, what of it? What was it? The cast, go on. Please say you know at least as much.
I'm sorry. I didn't get a chance to read through the whole file.
My human remorse are beginning to acting up. Now see here. The details of the case are filed under the court record. But you know that I already, didn't you?
Huh? The court record? Maybe I can see that by pressing R1 button.
All the weapons we need can be found in the court record. Take a good hard look at the data there and think carefully before you answer us, my dear.
Yes, sir. I'll do just that. I got to stay calm. Can't let the prosecutors get the better of me. The court record, okay. Let's take a look. Let's press R1 here.
Okay. Now then, would the authority for the defense please answer the question? What was the cause of death?
Execution. Wow, what the... Oh, that's a really fancy word. I didn't... Electrocution.
According to the court report, it was a fatal electric shock. In other words, execution. Electrocution. Okay, there we go.
Electrocution? But how would such a thing happen? Did the murderer use some type of new super powerful stun gun perhaps?
The answer to that will become crystal clear this round proceed, Your Honor. But before that, there is one more vital issue.
What's that?
Why motive occurs? Apparently, there was some bad blood between the victims and defendant.
Bad blood?
What do you mean? Oopsies, I'm terribly sorry. You're the defense authority, so you must know all about it. I shouldn't be stealing your spotlight like this.
I really don't like this guy's smirky attitude.
That's instant pay for you. He's one smooth operator, if you catch my drift. They don't call you the rookie killer for nothing, you know.
Oh, okay.
Now then, let's hear from the defense. What was the source of the bad blood between the victims and defendant? At this time, I would like to see some supporting evidence.
Evidence?
No need to work all up over this. As I said, all our weapons can be found in the court record. Find the evidence you need and shove it into the old gray beer face.
Yes, sir. Into old gray beer face.
Mr. Bossbird, try to set a better example for the young lady. Mia, evidence isn't the only thing in the court record. People so far are in as well. You can tackle between profile evidence in our button, so be sure to go over it all. Now then, let's see what you got. What was the cause of the black blood between Phoenix Wright and the victim?
It's this one, actually.
Take that! Okay. The reason for the bad blood between the two of them was this woman here.
Diana Hawthorne, is it?
Very good, Miss Faye. You seem to have picked up on at least this much. This woman is the girlfriend of the defendant, Phoenix Wright. But up until about 8 months ago, she was with the victims, Mr. Swallow. Clearly, she has some part to play in this story.
Ah, he done it again. Before the car damage start, he already got the judge thinking like he wants. Very well. Mr. Play, please call your first witness.
If it please the court, the prosecution would like to call Mr. Phoenix Wright.
What? The defendant himself? Well, Miss Faye?
It's fine. After all, Mr. Wright is innocent, right? The defense has no objection.
Very well. The court called Mr. Phoenix Wright to the witness stands. Phoenix stand.
Okay.
Witness, please state your name and application. Oh, yes, my name is Phoenix Wright. My job is, well, right now I guess I'm suspect.
No, he means what did you do before you were arrested?
Oh, achoo. I was a university student. Mr. Wright, you understand that you are suspect in the death of your fellow but I didn't do it. I listen, I tell you I was achoo.
Would the defendant please refrain from passing on his code to the rest of us?
It seems the witness has something he wants to say.
Well then, Mr. Wright, please tell us about your relation to the victim.
Right away, Your Honor. Victim denied, okay. Here we go. I mean I was there, but I'm not a killer. All I did was find his body. I hardly knew the guy to begin with. I never even talked to that stuck-up British wannabe. Really.
I see. So you hardly knew the victim.
Right, like I say, I'm not a killer.
Phew. It looks like the judge understands.
You're being naive, you know. Too naive.
It seems that you have forgotten one small thing, young lady.
And that would be...
This witness still has to undergo something called class examination.
cross-examination.
He's right. It's the defense duty to carry out the cross-examination. The purpose is to determine if a witness testimony contains any contradiction.
Contradictions.
If the witness is lying, their testimony will conflict with the court record.
But Mr. Wright is my client.
Even if he's your client, in court, all lies must be struck down. As a lawyer, that is your duty, you see.
What does he mean by that? Is he trying that, saying that testimony is just now, that there was a lie, a contradiction?
Now then, your cross-examination, you please, Miss Faye.
Please, Mr. Wright, tell me you haven't been lying. You wouldn't do that to me, wouldn't you?
Gemini, okay. Save first. Try and tribulation. Tribulation. I mean, I was there. Hold it!
When you say there, you mean the place where the victim was murdered?
Yeah, sort of. The place where something happened anyway. Something? You can't hide what happened. We have photographic evidence. Achoo! 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 Achoo!
Anyway, Mr. Wright, what were you doing at the scene of the crime? I thought you said you didn't know the victims, Mr. Swallow.
It was just a coincidence. We bumped into each other by accident.
And coincidence, huh?
But I'm not a killer. All I did was find his body. Okay.
You say you found the body, so who called the police?
Huh? Achoo! Unfortunately, it was some other students that notified the police.
Other students?
That's correct. They were witnesses. Witnesses who saw the defendant standing there next to the body in shock.
What? Is this true, Mr. Wright?
Achoo! 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 Could you stop sneezing every time you're in the bind?
Well, it's true that I was pretty shocked when I found the body, but I hardly knew the guy to begin with. Hold it.
So you didn't know his face or even his name, right?
Right. Well, no. That is, I mean.
So which is it? Did you know him or not?
Achoo! 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 Now, see here, you can't avoid answering the question by sneezing all day.
Well, I guess I did know his name.
News to me? Why didn't he tell me that before?
I heard he used to date Dolly.
Who is this Dolly person?
Ah, yes, that would be the defendant's Levis, Miss Dahlia Hawthorne.
Oh, I see. Young love, so bittersweet.
But that's all I knew about him. Even told that stuck up British wannabe. Told him.
Mr. Wright, you state the following in your testimony. I hardly knew the guy to begin with.
That's right. I mean, why wouldn't I ever?
But that doesn't sound right. If you hardly knew him, then why would you say that the victim was a snuck-up British wannabe?
Achoo!
Well, Mr. Wright?
No, it wasn't me. I'm not a killer, I swear.
Mr. Wright, I will give you an opportunity to revise your testimony. How is it that you knew the victim was, as you put it, a British wannabe?
Yes, well... Union Jack on his shirt. Hold it.
Did you see at the crime scene the Union Jack, I mean?
Yes, that's right. I saw it at the crime scene. That's why I figured he must love British stuff, see? It's true, cross my heart. I swear I didn't do it.
He's acting fishier than the salmon I ate last night.
May I ask you something, Miss Faye?
Yes, Your Honor.
What is it now?
Who is this person anyway? This Union Jack fellow?
The Union Jack is the snake on the Union Kingdom flag.
Oh, I see. So you mean like a star and stripes, right?
As usual, Your Honor, your insight astonishes me.
Hey, something just occurred to me. Isn't there something strange about this bit from just now?
Mia, there is a contradiction here.
Mr. Cuthbert.
Quickly now, show that boy you mean business, with evidence I mean.
Okay, Mia, read the court record carefully.
Tell him, my dear. Do you think you can manage on your own from this point?
Yeah, I can.
1 year ago, I was in the courtroom, just like this. I can do it. I can handle this myself.
You mustn't try to beat out more than you can chew, Mia.
I'll be fine. I know what I have to do.
Remember, you can always press him to get more information. Oh, and one more thing. When you're going to state a contradiction, make sure you present some definite proof.
Okay, Mia, one more time. In the very beginning of this testimony.
British shirt, no. Union Jack, okay, let me try search. Looks like this game much more knowledgeable time. Union Jack. Where? Where is Union Jack flag? I can't see one. Okay, let's save first now in case I need it. so it's a British flag. I cannot see the in the picture.
Objection!
Objection. You said that you saw the Union Jack. Yeah, I'm sure. It was right there on his back.
Miss Faye, is there some point to this line of questioning?
Your Honor, please take another look at the crime scene photo. As you can see, there's absolutely nothing on the victim's back. Hey, wait a minute. He's wearing a leather jacket. The Union Jack was on the back of his t-shirt he was wearing. I was under the impression that you accidentally came across the body. But if that was really the case, then you wouldn't know that, wouldn't you? You have no idea at all what he was wearing underneath that jacket. Mr. Wright, you've been lying to me. Please forgive me!
Mia, you make our client cry. Let him.
Let him. That P on his chest doesn't stand for Phoenix anyway. I can't believe I trust him. Mr. Wright was all wrong. That was an impressive bit of the cross-examination. Thank you for uncovering the defendant's lie for me. It's quite clear that this man does not simply stumble upon the scene of crime. Uh-oh, did I go too far? By the way, Mr. Wright, you seem to have a little bad cold. Have you taken any medicines for it? Yeah, I took some, but was the medicine that you took an over-the-counter brand called Cold Killer X? Yeah, that's right. It's kill colds good. Hey, wait a second. How did you know I was a big fan of Cold Killer X? Would you happen to have that medicine with you right now? Well, actually, I seem to have lost it somewhere. He lost it? Does this even have anything to do with the case? Mr. Wright? Shall I tell you where your cold medicine is right now? Huh? Your Honor, I'd like you to take a look at another photo from the crime scene. The watch.
What's this? In the victim's hands, it's Cold Killer X.
Objection!
Yes, but even I got a bottle of Cold Killer X in my apartment. I'm sorry, but I'm afraid the arguments won't work. There's no doubt as to who this bottle of Cold Killer X belongs to. Especially since Mr. Wright's fingerprints are all over it. Oh. What? Sensing his murderous intent, Mr. Swallow must have picked up the bottle of medicine dropped by Mr. Wright and hid it in his hand. He proposed to, in doing so, can only have been to identify his killer as Phoenix Wright.
Order in the court.
Your Honor, I'd like to present this photo as evidence and bottle as evidence.
Very well. The court will accept them into their court.
Okay, hold on now. Before we continue. So what time is it? It's 9:05. Hello. What time was the murder now? Oh, it's supposed to be 3, not 9. Sorry, got it wrong. It's 9:15, 9:05. Sorry, around 9:05. Hey, 3:05. But his time of death is 3 p.m. No, I don't buy it. Answer the victim's wristwatch was broken.
Broken.
Yes, it seems functioning with a huge wave of electricity passed through it. Well, Mr. Wright, do you have some kind of explanation for all this? This is really bad.
Oh, my buttocks, my poor hemorrhoids.
What really happened? The truth is, I went because he called me. He was in the pharmacology department, so we agreed to meet at 2:45 behind the building. We talked for a bit, and then at around 3 we split up. Then later, when I went back and found him lying there, I've been taking cold killer eggs for the last 2 or 3 days, but I lost my bottle for it around lunchtime the day of the accident.
Mr. Wright, that's completely different from the testimony you gave previously.
I'm sorry, Your Honor. I was afraid you wouldn't believe the truth. You'll forgive me if I say I hardly find your current testimony any more credible.
Miss Faye, please begin your cross-examination.
Oh, please, Mr. Wright, don't tell any more lies.
What really happened? Let's save first again. The truth is, I went and because he called me. Why?
Have you ever met the victims before then?
No, never. But that day he called me up and told me he wanted to talk about Dolly.
And this Dolly person is,
Oh my God, Judge, really? It's kind of embarrassing. She's my sweetheart.
oh, what? What was that for, Mia?
Oh, I'm sorry. I just feel like snapping something like all of a sudden.
Snap. Dorothea Hawthorne was also the lover of the big murder victim, Duck Swallow. If she met Mr. Wright, that is.
So it was one of those nasty little triangles, I see.
Let's see, okay, we agreed to meet at 2:45 behind the building. Was it Mr. Swallow who indicated we should meet at 2:45? Yeah, and we were both there right on time.
You said the victim was in the pharmacology department, correct?
Yeah, he was studying how to manufactures and improve pharmaceutical. Okay, sorry, I cannot read that one. Everyone calls him the alchemist of IVU.
An alchemist, I see.
I gotta admit, it was a little suspicious. He has a whole laboratory and everything. It was filled with chemicals and strange medicine that runs on high voltage electricity. It was filled with chemicals and strange medicine that runs on high voltage electricity. Huh.
Oh, how fascinating. It sounds like he was quite an ambitious young man.
What do I do? Maybe I should ask him for some more detail. I was wondering if you could tell us a bit more about the pharmacology department.
Well, okay, sure. I don't know all that much though.
A little bit earlier in your testimony, you said something interesting.
You said the department used strange medicine that can run on high voltage electricity. That's right. And they sure look dangerous. They use non-standard voltage, so there are high voltage cable everywhere.
High voltage cables.
Yeah, there was electrical poles set up all around the building. The high voltage cable ran overhead around the roof.
Finally, I think we're getting somewhere. So what was it that you were talking about?
You know, that maybe we should hang out again sometime.
Hang out again sometimes.
I wish that were true. So you're saying you went back? Hey, sorry, wrong voice.
So you say you went back?
Yeah, that's when I found the body.
Yes, but why did you go back in the first place? Weren't you angry with him?
Well, that's right, I was.
Then why, Mr. Wright? Why did you go back there?
I thought maybe we could make up.
Judging by the atmosphere, I'm pretty sure no one is buying this. 2 or 3 days is still not better. It's rather usual to catch a cold this time of the year, isn't it? Yeah, I always get a little careless when the weather starts to warm up. I guess I couldn't sleep with the windows open this early in spring, eh? I suppose common sense is not always common. So, did anyone else know that you were taking cold medicine? Well, I always took one after meals. Hold on, sorry. So I'm pretty sure all my friends knew about it. Really, you lost your bottle. Are there an incident? What do you do for lunch? Huh? What does that have to do with anything? You can never be too sure. I'm always eating with Dolly. Just the two of us. Dolly's homemade lunch are just the greatest. A mini omelette are magically delicious.
Why did you punch me in the jaw?
Oh, I'm sorry. I just feel like hurting someone all the time. What the fuck?
I think that's enough for now. So defendants and the victims meet at approximately the time of this death. And the defendants return to see the crime for some unknown reason.
I'm not entirely convinced by his explanation about the medicine bottle either.
Let me be frank here, Mr. Wright. Your testimony cannot be trusted.
What do you mean?
I knew it was too much work for the little girl.
However, there is one mystery that still remains.
There is, Your Honor?
How the murder was carried out, of course. Just how was the victim executed? I don't believe the murder weapon has been produced yet, correct?
Well, that is, you are correct, Your Honor.
So I said it was Mr. Swallow killed. If I could somehow establish how it was done, maybe it could still come out of this mess smelling like a rose. Can I do it now, I wonder? But it doesn't have any life bar right now because I'm hiding behind the life bar. I may need to change this to go to left side. Your Honor,
Yes, Miss Faye.
I believe that if we were to piece together everything we heard up until now, we should be able to solve the mystery of how Mr. Swallow died.
That would be the most impressive.
Quite the best statement coming from the rookie. But even a beginner like you must understand the basics rule of the court, yes? And third, he must be able to sustain their argument with evidence.
Of course I know that. Actually, I have totally forgot about that.
Now then, Miss Faye, let me see what you got. Show me how you believe the victim was executed.
As for the cause of death, I say these pictures capture it quite well.
What? But there is nothing that even remotely resembles a murder weapon here. I'm afraid defendant is going to have to explain this in more detail. Miss Faye, where exactly is this photo? Is the murder weapon?
Hey, this thing here. Well, naturally, it's right here.
That's... Why is that?
A serene electrical cable, I believe, Your Honor. Remember the testimony we heard? The machine, the pharmacology students used in the experiments require high voltage. And because of that, there were special high voltage cables strung up everywhere.
So then the high voltage cable.
Yes, the high voltage cable is the cause of death. That is the most likely explanation.
That only sound plausible. Well, Mr. Pei, what do you have to say about this?
Well, I believe some praise is in order.
Don't toy with me, old man.
Now, the victim's cause of death may indeed have been a high voltage cable. However, I want you to think about what that really implies. The only one who has the opportunity to use the cable as the murderer was the defendant. Why?
That might is certain true.
Hold on.
Okay. Yes, and that's how we have proof. Irrefutable proof that will establish that Mr. Wright was the murderer.
You do? Well, what is it?
His fingerprints. Where?
His fingerprints? You mean the defendant's fingerprints on something beside him? Massive bottle?
Let's take another look at the crime scene further. As you can see, the victim is wearing a leather jacket. As you may know, leather holds fingerprints quite well.
Huh? You mean...
Yes, it was quite clearly imprints on the chest area of the victim's jacket. The palm prints of the victims are really own hands.
What?
I can only think of one way Mr. Wright would have left a print like that. Intent on murder. He squarely pushed the victims toward the several electrical cable.
Order! 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 That's enough. I think we can conclude that there is no reason to continue with this cross-examination. Sticker 14 us returned.
Mr. Gosbert.
My hemorrhoids never lied. This show is over, Mia. I knew that promiscuity the first time I met him.
No, you're wrong. Mr. Wright is innocent.
No further evidence is required to convince me of this man's guilt.
Hello, Cheaties. Yeah, doing great. Thank you for coming.
Your Honor,
At this time, I prepare to render a verdict in this case. Do you have something further to add, Miss Faye?
is this what you want, Mr. Wright? You still haven't told us the truth, the whole truth. If you don't say something now, the judge is going to hand down his verdict.
Yeah, I stream every day actually. It depends on if I have free time, but I'm free almost every day right now. Yes. But I just can't say it. What? If I told you what really happened, then I'd be...
It's okay, Mr. Wright. I'm your authority. You can trust me. Miss Faye, no matter what it is you have to say,
What have? What do you mean? What do you mean by check my? You want to check my Discord schedules? You can check my schedule on my Twitch page, actually.
no matter what it is you have to say, I believe in you and I represent you to the very end.
We already established the defendant's guilt. There's no further need for him to say anything. Wait a minute.
Mr. Wright?
I tell you what really happened. But I already told you, Mr. Wright, there's no need for further.
I did it.
I admit it. I pushed him. It's my fault. My fault that Dawn Swallow is dead. That girl, you shouldn't see her anymore. Hey, it's not your business. I'm telling you for your sake. If you continue to see her, it's going to be bad news. You're lying. Just listen to me. There's something you need to know about her. Stop it. Don't talk about her like that.
What did you just say? Was that the truth?
Yes, I was afraid that if I told you the truth, everyone would think I was the murderer for sure.
Well, as this currently stands, we are absolutely convinced you are.
Please give me one more chance to explain. This time, I swear I tell the whole truth. It'd be okay, won't it, Miss Faye? I believe in you.
Oh, thank you. I still can't believe it. He really did push the victim.
It feels like my hemorrhoids are doing the Harlem Shake.
Harlem Shake, really? When I pushed the victim. That guy, he was talking bad about Dolly. I lost my temper and gave him a shove. At that moment, I heard some kind of loud noises. A little while after I left, I started to get worried. So I went back and he's just lying there, dead. Well, the explanation is really quite simple. When you pushed him, Mr. Swallow flew back and touched an electrical cable. Why? I say you can find my schedule on my Twitch account. He died from the shock, and that's as they say, is that?
A simple explanation indeed.
At the time of the incident, a light rain has been falling. Wet from the rain, the victims was more easily executed. But when I pushed him, there weren't any electrical cables nearby. If there has been something like that, even I would have noticed it.
That's true. Even a doofus like him couldn't miss that.
Miss Faye, let me warn you right now that if your cross-examining doesn't yield any new facts, I intend to deliver my verdict without further delay. Are we clear on that?
Yes, Your Honor. Don't give up, Mia. If he is innocent, there must be some kind of evidence somewhere that I will prove it.
Something bad. Hold it.
So what kind of things did Mr. Swallow say to you?
He said also terrible things about Dolly. He said that she was a bad girl.
Is that all?
Yep.
Well, Miss Faye, you heard him yourself.
Oh boy, you're not doing yourself any favor here, Mr. Wright. Please don't make this harder for me than it already is.
Anyway, after he said that, I just lost my temper, push him a shove.
Can you tell me about what happened in a little more detail?
That guy, he just said what he wanted to say to me. And then he put it on the jacket he was holding and started to leave. That's when I lost my temper and flew into the furious frenzies. I just give him a light, gentle push to the chest.
And when you did that,
There was no silver cable anywhere to be seen. Right. There was nothing like that at all. Is it possible you merely overlooked it? Well, I guess it's possible.
Don't! What are you doing? Don't let that guy steamroll over you like a cheap asphalt.
I believe what is important here is the moment the push occurs. Let's continue on with the testimony and witness.
What loud noise?
A loud noises. And what would you say that loud noise was, Mr. Wright?
I'm not sure, but it was really loud. It was like snap. You know, come to think of it, I wonder what that was. Clearly, Your Honor, it was the sound of the victims being electrocuted.
Objection!
You're not qualified to decide that.
What should I do? I'm trading on some dangerous ground here. More detail.
Mr. Wright, that loud noise you heard may be extremely important. So try to remember what it was.
How do I put it? It was like a sharp crack. Ha! Could it have been?
Yes? Could it have been? Have you ever test?
When I pushed him, he dropped the umbrella he was holding. He fell right on top of it and it broke. It was probably the noise I heard.
An umbrella, huh? And did the umbrella belong to the victim?
Yeah, it was a plastic umbrella. Cheap and frail. Plastic, no? Cheap and frail, kind of like the owner. Then again, I wish I had any kind of umbrella. I was totally soaked to the bone.
Miss Faye? What do you think? Is there something important to that testimony just now?
Well...
Oh.
This is it, Mia. The information you've been waiting for. Of course it's important. No, this ship umbrella is more than important. It's vital. I want to officially have it enter into the testimony.
Ha! How perfectly fitting. Flimsy information for the Vipsy liar.
The court agreed to the defense request. Witness, please add the bit about cheap umbrella to your testimony.
Hold it.
So Mr. Swallowpaw dropped his umbrella, and you were certain of this?
Yeah, it was right there under him. Actually, if it hadn't been under him, I was planning on borrowing it for myself.
The umbrella, you mean?
Well, yeah, you see, I was wearing this sweater here. Dottie stayed up late for night at the time, hitting it for me. I didn't want the rain to damage the handmade symbol of her love.
Ooh, my stomach is not used to be as your personal sucker for me, yeah?
I'm so sorry.
Continue with your testimony, witness.
Okay.
After you shot the victims, did you leave the scene right away?
Yes, I did. I admit it. I was furious. You hadn't left without even shaking Mr. Swallow condition. Well, yeah, but like I said, I got worried about him later. I went back to him and pushed it.
Unless we found something that we can show his innocence on the testimony, my dear. My dear, I'm afraid the judge will make his final decision with no remorse whatsoever.
Yes, sir. I died in more info.
That's strong button there. Hold it.
At that time, did you see anyone else at the scene of the crime?
Achoo!
Nope. Nobody.
Jeez. Could that stupid cop possibly sound any phonier?
In that case, it's really hard to believe someone else would have been the murderer.
Contradiction. What do you mean my Twitch name doesn't add up? I have Discord, but my name on Discord is not this channel's name. On top of his... Oh, okay. If it on top of his, it should be not there. Let's save first.
Objection!
Why did you testify on the murder from the very beginning?
Come on! If I have mentioned that,
I wouldn't be able to counter the prosecutor's argument earlier.
what do you mean by that?
Take another look at the crime scene photo. According to Mr. Wright, the victims fell on top of his umbrella. However, if you look closely, the umbrella is nowhere near the victims. Actually, it was by an electrical pole.
You're absolutely right.
The conclusion here is obvious. After the defendants left, the victims moved from where he was fell. In other words, after he was pushed by the defendants, Mr. Schroeder was still alive.
No!
Order! 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 The victim! He moved? Mr. Payne, the umbrella in this photo. Where is it now?
Well, it's collected by the police at the crime scene.
I want it presented evidence immediately.
That evidence could have simply been blown there by the wind.
Objection!
According to the testimonies, the victims fell on top of the umbrella. There's simply no way it could have been blown there by the wind.
Yeah, but
I know this matter of the umbrella seems relatively trivial. But as long as the smallest doubt remains, I cannot render final judgment.
no! I cannot add up. Why do you need to add up? What do you need to talk about? Hold on.
I must say, I still find it hard to believe that large hole has been blown in the prosecution case by defendant's testimony. Well done, Maya. Well done, Mia.
Sorry, not Maya, Mia. Thank you.
Mr. P, what are you cackling about?
Pardon me, Your Honor. It seems I was expecting too much for a free ride. I was foolish to think I could establish guilt through cross-examination alone.
I'm afraid I don't follow what you're saying.
Let me guess, you have another weakness.
Exactly. And this witness testimony will be incontrovertible.
Well, who is this witness?
Miss Dahlia Hawthorne.
Dahlia Thornhorn. You don't mean Dolly?
I do, Your Honor. The defendant's really only level is a witness to the whole thing. Oh my god, really? That's right. She was at the scene of the crime when the murder took place.
What?
I'm sorry to break the bad news to you, my dear.
Bad news. You would be more wrong. Actually, I've been waiting for this.
You can't be serious.
Mia, What do you mean by that? I think it's a good point for us to stop at. Court will now enter a 20 minutes recess. Afterwards, we will listen to the testimony of this Diana Hawthorne.
April 11, 11:52 a.m. District Court, lobby number 3. Miss Faye, I'm sorry about what happened back there. It's alright. At least you told us the truth in the end, Mr. Wright. Yeah, so I guess I can start to relax then, huh?
Relax, my boy. You don't be serious. You can't be serious. After hiding such important facts.
But the next video is my Dolly, right? She saved me, and I just know she will. Why do you think that? Huh? What do you mean? She's the love of my life, that's why. The love of your life. Would you mind telling me more about you and Miss Diana Hawthorne? Sure, no problem. Dolly and I, we first met about 8 months ago, right here in this very courthouse. Actually, I'm studying to be a lawyer on the side anyway. One day, she and I just bumped into each other in the reading room downstairs. That's why I really think it was fate that brought us together. As soon as I first set eyes on her, I knew she was the one for me. Oh, here! Take a look at this. She gave me this to me the day we met at the symbol of our love. She had been wearing it around her neck that day back then, but then she took it off. But before she gave it to me and said, "I want you to carry this." Why?
She must give it to you as a present, I see.
This darling little bottle is filled with memories of my darling little Dolly. It certainly is a little bottle, alright. It's the wrong voice. It certainly is a little bottle, alright. It makes me so happy. I show it to everyone I met. I want to share my happiness with the whole world. Anyway, so after that, you and Mr. Hawthorne start dating? Yeah, but she's so shy. Every time I see her, she always say the same thing to me. What? Please give it back now. Why?
What a strange girl asking for the present back like that.
By the way, Mr. Wright, the day you first met Diana Hawthorne 8 months ago, it wouldn't happen to have been August 27, would it? Yeah, it was. How did you... This happened on August 27, right here in this courthouse. What's this? A newspaper clipping? Let's see. Murder in the courthouse. Murdered?
What are you reading there? Let me see that. Oh, I see. Mia, I think I understand what you're trying to say. And I think I understand why you suddenly took such a keen interest in this case. You believe there is some connection between these two cases, am I correct?
I need to read that. Let me read that. A little information is being disclosed at this time since the victim of yesterday's incident in the district courthouse cafeteria is said to have been a lawyer. What? Little information is being disclosed at this time since the victim of yesterday's incident in the district courthouse cafeteria said to have been a lawyer. However, police are questioning the 19-year-old female college student who was sitting with the victim. Interesting. I hope you don't mind, Mr. Gosford. I need to finish this myself.
Ah, yes, but I'm afraid what you have will not be enough, my dear. I go have a look in the downstairs reading room and see what else I can find.
Thank you.
I want to do whatever I can to be of help to you, Mia. Well, it looks like this is much over. We better all get moving.
I guess so. That research should seem longer than 20 minutes though.
Oh god, here we go. Wow, new sound, nice. I like this sound better than last game. Save beach. Let's keep on going and still can do it. April 11, 12:13 p.m. This is code room number 2. Hold on. Code number 2.
Koi now be recovered. Mr. Payne, please call your weakness.
The next is someone who's witnessed the crime as it happened. The prosecutor should call Miss Delena Hawthorne to the stand. Oh god, yeah, she looks murderous intent. Oh my god.
What's with this stiff silent?
In my long career as a judge, I have been deceived by many witnesses. It's my job to doubt, to take no one at their word. But in your case, I must admit that you are really a glow of complete sincerity.
I can't believe he actually said that. Why are you sweating? Oh, now then, Mr. Smith, could you please state your full name?
I am.
Don't worry, sweetie. There's no need to be nervous.
If anyone says anything rude, you can be sure if I cut them right down to size.
And I will bash them with my gravel.
I love how they look straight at me when they say that. Thank you for calming my nerves. You're so nice. I must feel right at home.
Not at all.
It was nothing.
If we may
Move on now.
what is your full name and occupation?
My name is Delena Hawthorne. I'm a junior in literature at Ivy University. I just want to say it's an honor for me to be here in your noble presence.
Oh my god, this girl. You're... The honor is all mine.
No, the honor is all mine.
Well, we know whose milkshake bring all the boys to the yard.
Sir?
Is there something I can help you with?
You just go on and say whatever is on your mind.
I'm sure that must be some kind of mistake.
What?
Phoebe wouldn't kill anyone. I just know it.
Yes, yes. I can see why you say that.
She's going to be tough witness, alright? It only took her 12 seconds to wrap them all around on her little finger.
Now then, please proceed with your testimony. Let's hear about what you witnessed on the day of the incident, if you please.
I have been planning to go back to Phoebe's place after class was over. Phoebe and Doji, they were talking behind the building. Then suddenly, Doji got all whoopy and just collapsed. That's when Phoebe noticed that I was there. I went to go and find some other students and they called the authorities.
I don't buy it.
I don't know what to say, according to you, Miss Hawthorne. The defendant didn't do anything wrong.
Young lady, As as I am, I recall how the the flame of young passion can burn. Nevertheless, it is my job to discover the truth. Please tell us the truth.
But I would never.
That's more than enough, Weakness. I would allow this to continue.
What do you mean by that?
Please, just let me proceed with my cross-examination, Your Honor. I, for one, don't plan to win my case on a bunch of paper-thin lies.
You haven't changed a bit.
You know, you're meow.
Mia Fey.
What's this? So you two are acquainted? Yes, we met before, once.
In any case, Miss Fey, the floor is all yours.
It's good to see you again, Madame Fey.
Madame, I'm no one grandma's yet, girlie. Let's say first. Time to go back to previous place of the console. Okay, hold it. Now, long voice. Now, unless I'm mistaken, Mr. Wright, is in the art department. If that's the case, then what were you doing by the Primology building?
Well, I'm in the literature department. I'm studying Japanese Senkyu poetry.
Oh, how wonderful. Is that humorless yet satirical style of haiku, yes?
Nothing left to do when a man reaches age. Sleep is his best friend.
That's supposed to be poetry? Sounds more like a midlife crisis.
For me to get to the art department, I have to walk through that back area.
Ah, yes, I see. That makes sense. When I went to enter the courtroom, I always walk through the front doors.
How else would you enter? Teleportation? So, so who is this Ducky person? Oh, I'm sorry, Ducky Swallow. We were dating about 8 months ago.
So what were Ducky, Mr. Swallow and Mr. Wright talking about anyway?
How can you be so mean?
What?
I would never eavesdrop. I wasn't raised to be so rude and unrefined.
Oh my god. That's right, Miss Fey.
Don't try to make this down to your level.
Why am I being demonetized here?
Please go on. What do you see next?
Are you saying that the victims just collapsed on his own?
Yes.
In other words, the defendant never touched the victim. Is that right?
I was watching the whole time. Vivi never did a thing to Dory.
If I press it for no good reason, I just know the judge will get angry with me.
So what should I do about her testimony just now?
Okay, not yet. Hold on. I suppose her statement works in our favor for now. I hold up on looking into any deeper until it's necessary.
Wait a minute, young lady. Please go on with your testimony.
So that's you.
And what did Mr. Wright say when he saw you? I'm sorry. I was so frustrated that I really don't remember. Please forgive me.
Really? You don't remember? You don't remember?
Well, that's common enough.
Common? What?
Sometimes I can't recall a sentence I passed only minutes prior.
Please, anyone, stop him before he gets hurt by me.
When you say students, do you mean students from pharmacology department? Yes, they are already fond of their drugs. Please try to stay on topic. So to find some pharmacology students, you went to the lab, correct? That's what that's what I plan to do, but in the end, I'm not going. A group of about 10 research students came running out of the building entrance. Somehow, they all seemed to know what was going on. The student knew what was going on. But how would the student have known what was going on? Well, I don't know for sure that they knew what had happened. It just, they all seemed kind of excited about something. It doesn't look like I'm going to get any more info about the students.
So, did the student call the police?
Yes. I was just so panicked.
Yes, where anyone would have been, my dear.
That girl, she's telling a super obvious lie and she's know it. She's just pretending to protect Mr. Wright. Yes, that's gotta be it. Way to go, Mia. Okay, that means I'm going to have to dig deep to find contradiction in this one.
Hold on. Hold on. Oh, sorry. Let's save first now. Willie, you don't hear any loud voice.
Objection!
Okay, hold on. Let me do this one again. Hold it.
That's class on his own? Yes.
Okay, is that right?
Feeble lies are not really becoming, Miss Hawthorne. So let's drop them, shall we? What? I would never.
Miss Faye, I will not allow you to bother this weakness. I believe the defense is engaged in a fishing expedition. That is, she has no supporting... Please don't glare at me like that. I'm just doing my job.
Now then, Miss Hawthorne. The defendant handprints was found Mr. Swallow leather jacket. It has already been shown that Mr. Wright did, in fact, push the victim. What? There's no need to try to cover for the defendant. It would be much better if you came out and told us the whole truth.
There's nothing to worry about, young lady. Just tell us everything you just saw.
Yes, Janet, I will. If you don't mind, I'd like to revise my testimony.
Oh, okay, there you go. Looks like we finally get somewhere. You didn't see Pusher. You didn't see it?
Well, I saw the moment when the Toby fell to the ground.
At that time, there was only the two of them at the scenes. The defendant, Phoenix Wright, and the victims. Joe Swallow?
Yes. Yes, that's right.
You didn't You didn't hear anything. Are you certain?
Objection!
Hold on, you didn't hear anything? You say you did wrong voice. You say you didn't hear anything unusual. Is that correct?
Yes, yes, that's why I was really relaxed looking at the scene around me. That's nice, but I found it just a little odd. I have here the testimony of your boyfriend, Mr. Phoenix Wright, and he clearly testified to the effect that he pushed the victims. He hear a sharp, loud noises. He said that if you were really that close to the two of them, why didn't you hear this noise as well?
Well, maybe the noise just wasn't all that memorable.
Objection!
But according to Mr. Wright's testimony, it was a sharp noise like a snap. There's no way a voice like that would still fail to make an impression.
Eh?
May I have a moment to answer?
By all means.
I know the reason why I didn't hear the noise.
Why?
You see, the truth is, I had my headphones on, and I was listening to music at the time.
Really? Headphones? You mean the both of your ears were covered?
The radio was just beginning to let out. But it seems that the Thor wasn't ready for this fun to come to an end yet. So the sky continued to flash and rumble. Thunder and lightning, huh? Yes, I'm afraid of the sound thunder. So I dropped my headphone on to block it out.
Well, Your Honor, as you can see, there wasn't any contradiction in her testimony after all.
Wait a sec, Mia. That represents now. She said something that could totally change this whole case.
You say you... Hold on. There was a lightning.
Your Honor, there is a problem with the witness testimony.
What do you mean?
Didn't you notice? She said there was lightning, correct?
Yes, what about it?
Well, lightning is actually a huge discharge of electricity in the atmosphere, am I right?
Now that's not the time for the science lesson, Miss Faye.
Yes, Your Honor. Anyway, since the cause of death was electrocution, isn't it possible that victims died from being hit by a bolt of lightning?
Oh, I must admit that the thought has not occurred to me.
Just what kind of thought do occur in this guy anyway? This entire case is built on the premise of that Mr. Doe Swallow was murdered. But that very premise itself is mistaken. The defense believed that Mr. Swallow was, in fact, the victims of a stray bullet.
If his defense may have been on to something, could it be that the death was actually accidental?
Alright, you did it, Mia. You did it, Mia. I'll be taking that no kitty knife.
I've heard that you have such a low opinion of me, Miss Faye.
Huh?
I'm not a fool, you know. The prosecution have done its research, Your Honor. We found that there were no lightning strike on that day at that location.
What?
What's more, we have evidence that the execution electrical cable is definitely linked to this case.
Evidence, Mr. Faye? Well, what is the evidence?
This how can I read that word now? Hold on, let me... You know, it annoys me. What? This affidavit.
Just who is this affidavit from?
No! The pharmacology student who was conducting experiments in their lab that day. Allow me to read out to the court the testimony of the pharmacology students. Our equipment in the lab lost power all of a sudden at around 3 p.m. that day.
Was it a blackout?
All the lab equipment runs on high voltage, Your Honor.
So you're saying the equipment lost power because...
That's likely. That's why because of the several electrical cable. The power outage occurred at approximately 3 p.m.
Which fits with the time of death listed in the autopsy report.
Exactly. In other words, the victims died as a result of touching the several electrical cable. According to the students, the cable were really old. Hold on. They were planning on having them replaced in the near future.
I see.
Apparently, the cable has become so brittle that even the smallest bump would cause them to break. Hold on. All power cable broke due to some sort of impact. 2:55. So there's no way that he's died. He's died at 3.
However, there is one thing that troubles me. If the cables could have been broken by any small bump, they wouldn't have snapped if it hasn't been bumped into, correct?
Well, I suppose you could say that.
Miss Faye? Do you have any thoughts regarding the cost of several cables?
Your Honor? I don't like how this is looking one bit. I have to come up with something to try to regain some momentum. If it pleases the court, the defense would like to state its opinion.
Well then, let's hear it. Who or what was it that caused the cable to break?
I mean, the only reason for it to break it yet. Found near electrical pole. This is it. This is why the cable snapped.
Well, Your Honor.
I believe that the only thing that has snapped is the minor defense.
Ah, that was one of your best lines yet, Your Honor.
Ouch, that was harsh. Please, Your Honor, give me one more chance. Let me say it first then.
Well then, let's hear it.
Cause the cable to break. No. This is it. This is why the cable snapped.
Well, Your Honor.
Okay, god damn it. Who or what caused the cable to snap? Oh, come on, really? Not that one. I can't think that far ahead, nah, but I don't have anything at all. Then.
what caused that? I don't get it. This one, no. Oh, there you go. Why him? Who or what caused Steve? Okay.
Your Honor, please think back to Mr. Wright's testimony.
The defendant's testimony?
He said that after he pushed the victim, he heard a loud, sharp noises. Now, this happened at around 3 p.m., correct?
Yes, that sounds right. Wait, are you saying that?
The lab equipment lost power at 2:55 p.m., which fits right in Mr. Wright's timeline. In other words, it was Mr. Wright's shop that caused the power outage.
Yes.
Hey, long words. Yes, the investigation also came to that same conclusion. And it was that very shop that caused Mr. Swallow to be electrocuted.
Objection!
I'm afraid I can't agree with you there, Mr. Payne.
What's that supposed to mean?
Take a good look at where the victims land after being shot. See the umbrella? It's by the electrical pole. That's right. The victims banged into that pole as a result of being pushed. It was that impact that caused the cable to break.
Well, that makes sense. And then the victim was executed. Electrocuted.
Not execute. Why I'm always execute? Executed.
I'm sorry, Your Honor, but no, it doesn't make sense at all. If the victims were shot into the far pole, then he could have been electrocuted by these several cables in the foreground here.
Ah!
In other words, someone other than my client must have electrocuted the victim.
Order the court.
Ah, the lab position of my enemy. Now I long to hear that.
It's true. The defense is absolutely correct. There doesn't seem to be any way the defendant would have.
Mr. Judge, may I say something? The Madam Attorney explanation. She said something that a little different than I remembered. What the? Please, just once more. May I please testify one last time, please, Mr. Judge?
Of course it's alright. Just go right ahead and give your new testimony.
This is it. She's finally starting to show her true color.
What I witnessed part 2.
The truth is, people pushed him twice.
No.
The first time was into the electrical pole. That's when the cable broke. Then Joey tried his best to run away from him, but Phoebe caught up and crashed into him from behind. The cable snapped, and Joey being electrocuted. This all occurred in less than a minute.
So after being shoved, the victims got up and tried to run away.
And that is when the defendant pushed him for the second time.
I'm so sorry, Phoebe, but I just had to tell the truth.
No, that's not the truth.
Am I doing the right thing? Am I, Mr. Judge?
Of course you are, my dear. As faithful as it may seem, you are. Now then, Miss Faye, you may proceed with your cross-examination.
Push him twice? Nah, I don't believe that. That's bullshit, by the way. I think you're the one who pushed him.
This Hawthorne was previously in your testimony. You say the following. Actually, I didn't see any the moment he pushed Dottie. I know. I'm sorry. I want to protect Phoebe. So that's why you basically lied to the court. I was a bad girl, I know. Mr. Judge? Oh my god.
Yes?
Would you please forgive little old me? Of course he would. What do you do?
Oh, come now. It's just a little old white lie. We forgave it this time. But please be more careful from now on, alright?
Oh, thank you so much, Mr. Judge.
Not at all. Ho, ho, ho.
The judge has better be more careful himself. A target is friendlier than that girl.
Beware, Your Honor. Wow. Okay. Hold it.
You're saying you actually saw the victim got pushed into an electrical pole? I know he doesn't look it. He doesn't look it, but maybe it can be a bit an M when he wants to be. Oh really? But I never imagined that he would cause an electrical cable to break. Phoebe really is scary when he gets mad.
Yes, it sounds like a really dangerous individual indeed.
Why would he run away from him?
So let me get this straight. You were happily listening to music on your headphone while you watch this scene unfold. What?
Miss Faye, I have to ask you to stop battering the witness.
I wasn't happy. I was so scared that I couldn't even move. All I could do was stand there and cheer them on.
Cheer them on? What? Cheer them on? What do you mean by that?
Cheer them on? What do you mean by that? Well, I wish the best for both of them. And that they would each give the fight their all.
That's very sweet of you to be so supportive.
And what happened after that?
That doesn't sound quite right. There was handprints found on the chest of the victim's leather jacket. Mr. Payne, were there also prints found on the back of this leather jacket?
Well, no, there wasn't.
Madam Faye, may I suggest that you listen a little more carefully? I say that he crashed into him from behind, right? My Phoebe wouldn't leave any prints behind in that case, would he? Did you actually witness the moment the victim was electrocuted? I'm sorry, I didn't actually see it. I turned my eye away.
Why? That's understandable.
Yes, indeed. It would have been an horrifying sight for anyone to behold.
If I could figure out the contradiction here, it's all over. She didn't have much time to come up with her lies, so this is my best chance. Maybe it's a hole to her testimony somewhere. Think, Mia. Why doesn't he explain about Umbrella at all? Oh, Lucifer broke through some sort of impact. No, it's all over. She didn't need much time to commit her lies.
Think, Mia.
Less than a minute. Less than a minute. Wait, less than a minute. All power on 55. I'm not sure about this one at all. It's all good. Let me listen that again. Being pushed into the electrical pole. Less than a minute. You push me twice. Hold on. First time I get to go pause. I don't get it at this one.
Objection!
Nope, okay.
Objection!
Nope, okay.
Objection!
Oh, there we go. Got it. I knew something about timing. In less than a minute. No, not less than a minute. That's enough, witness. I'm afraid I don't understand. I'm afraid I don't understand. You will in a minute. Could you please take a look at this picture? Oh, that's medicine. That's the one Phoebe likes to take for his cold. It's not the medicine I want you to look at. It's the wristwatch. It stopped at the precise time the victim was electrocuted. In other words, 3:05 p.m.
Yes, and your point is, Miss Faye?
My point is this.
What time was it when the lab suffered that power outage due to the power cable snapping? Well, according to the student testimony, the answer is clear. It was 2:55 p.m. Yeah! Would you care to explain to the court, Miss Elena Hawthorne? What exactly happened during this 10 minutes interval? The defense proposed that it was during this trial that the real murderer killed Mr. Joe Swallow.
Order in the court. What is this?
This is nonsense. The real murderer?
Objection!
Even you can't deny the time between the cable breaking and its electrocution are completely unaccountable for. Then who was it? Who else can you say would have done it? There's only one person who would have murdered Mr. Swallow. Only after my client has left the scene. Was there a window opportunity for the real killer?
Miss Faye, is the defense ready to indict someone as this real killer?
It's finally time. Let me say it first now. This is the moment I've been waiting for. Yes, Your Honor, we are ready.
Very well. But remember, if you accuse the wrong person, you will be penalized. Think very carefully before you speak, Miss Faye. Now then, Miss Faye, let's have it. Who is the real killer?
It could only have been you, Nadella Hawthorne. Huh? How can you? The defense is giving us straws. 10 minutes passed between the time the cable broke and the time of the electrocution. What exactly were you doing that whole time, Miss Hawthorne? Were you really listening to some music while cheering them both on as they fought? I find it hard to believe that you didn't lift a finger to stop the man dearest to you.
Order, Miss Faye. What? I mean, why? Is that say?
Miss Hawthorne, I believe you did witness the two men fighting on that day. However, after Mr. Wright pushed the victims and subsequently left the scene, it was you who pushed Mr. Swallow to his death by your very own hands. How can you say something so mean, Madame Faye? I didn't do anything.
Miss Faye, this is very serious charge you are.
Your Honor, please, I have something I want to say. That's
You? What is it?
Please strike everything the defense said just now for the record. What? What the? Are you deaf? You're totally wrong, Miss Faye. Dolly, she couldn't do something like that.
Mr. Wright, get back to in your seat. Dave, grab that man.
So, leave my Dolly alone. So, that boy. Oh, he's back.
That boy. He's got an insane way over his head.
Oh, Mr. Gosford, you're back.
It seems I arrived just in the nick of time. I found a police report on the incident in your newspaper clipping.
Okay, I need to read that one first. Thank you very much. This is exactly what I was hoping for. Let me see that. Location: District Courthouse Cafeteria, August 27. Victim: Diego Armando. Lawyer: Suspect. Armando ingests poison while interviewing the suspect. Regarding another case, trace of poison were found in the victim's coffee cup. No poison was found in the vicinity or on the suspect person. It is unclear how the poison entered. Interesting.
We have a victim and suspect.
You better take a good look at it. It's, details how you came to lose your boyfriend.
Huh? Wait, boyfriend, huh? So Diego is your boyfriend? What? I didn't know you have a love interest.
Now then, the defense have made a really serious accusation. Mr. Pei, what do you have to say about this?
Well, really, Your Honor, that is,
May I interrupt you for a moment, Mr. Prosecutor?
don't you worry, my dear. I have this situation well in hand. That is, go right ahead.
Anna Faye, are you seriously accusing me of killing my sweet doggy?
Yes, I am. Not only I am saying you murdered Dog Swallow, but you also tried to pin the whole thing on your current lover, Phoenix Wright. I tell you that you could let this handle this. Sorry, please go ahead.
How can you say that? I'm absolutely devoted to my dear Phoebe. That notion that I would try to flame it is ludicrous. Ridiculous. This is all just too much for poor little me to bear.
I believe the girl is trying to ask what on earth her motive would be.
The answer to that lies somewhere in this police report. It must. 8 months ago, an incident occurred in the basement cavity of this building. And then, that same day, the two of them accidentally meet.
Your Honor, the defense requests further testimony. The defense requests further testimony from Miss Diana Hawthorne. Oh, the poison! This must be the poison they're talking about. Okay.
Further testimonies, what about?
About the events of the day when she first met the defendants, Mr. Phoenix Wright.
What could that possibly have to do with this case?
Objection!
The victims claim that she has no reason to blame the defendant. Am I correct? Well, I have evidence that suggests that she, in fact, has a very good reason.
Very well then. The court grants the defense request. Young lady, would you mind staying on just a bit longer?
Of course not, Mr. Judge. Get ready for the battle of your life, Diana Hawthorne.
My Phoebe.
I first met my daughter Phoebe 8 months ago. It's like we were destined to meet in this very courthouse basement reading room. The moment our eyes meet, my heart stopped a beat. We've both going out ever since that fateful day.
We're so lovey, we literally make people sick. It's just jealousy thing.
Mr. Wright, do that again. You will be held in contempt of court.
And now we enter the final act of our little drama.
As we used to say in the days of my youth, go get her.
Hold it. So until wrong voice again.
So until that time, you have been dating
Dog Swallow.
Yes, I was a real fool, I know. Getting my emotions changed so quickly. I'm ashamed of myself.
No, not at all. Look at me. I'm famous for changing my mind. My critics has even taken to calling me Judge Pickle. Ho ho ho.
Maybe you should look for a different line of work.
It's right there. Oh, you always hand out the correct project. That's why some people also call him the Great Judge.
Hold it!
The courtroom reading room. That's strangely to miss the love of your life. That's not true, man of faith. After all, Phoebe was not only an art student, but he also planning on becoming a lawyer. I'm not talking about him, I'm talking about you, Miss Hawthorne. What was a research student like you doing in the courthouse reading room?
This line of questioning is a waste of time. It has nothing to do with our murder case.
Miss Faye, I'm warning you. If this has nothing to do with Mr. Swallow case,
I had to remember the judges on the other side. I better read things carefully.
Your Honor, if you allow me some latitude, I think...
Your Honor, if you allow me for some latitude, I think I can establish relevance. Please ask her to continue on with her testimony.
wait a minute. Young lady, I got a simple question for you. What were you doing downstairs in the courthouse reading room?
Please, Your Honor, your answer is simply this.
research paper. Research paper, huh? I find that hard to believe now. Let me save first.
Objection!
Really? Research paper?
Miss Hawthorne, you weren't here because of your research paper, were you? Didn't you actually come here for a much more important reason?
What is the meaning of that cocky smile on your face, Miss Faye?
8 months ago, right here in this very courthouse, there was another tragedy.
Another tragedy?
Do you mean the accident in which another was poisoned?
The name of the suspect in that incident is listed here in this report. And that name is Adela Hawthorne.
What? Adela Hawthorne?
Yes, the sweet pie of everyone's eye, Miss Adela Hawthorne. She was the prime suspect in the criminal case just 8 months ago.
Order! 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 This is unbelievable.
It's,
It's ruined. The loveliest girls can hide.
Miss Faye, that's not fair. You can't slander my weakness with an alleged case. I, Vincent Payne, we are not allowing.
Mr. Prosecutor, I believe I was speaking.
Pardon me. Go right ahead.
It's true about that, about 8 months ago. The police expressed some interest in me.
Express some interest, huh?
Mr. Judge, sir, I know I'm under oath, so I tell you the absolute truth. I didn't commit the crime that occurred during that incident 8 months ago.
I see.
Okay, I tie the two crimes together. Now I just have to stay on the offensive.
Well done, Mia. Oh, you really lit a fire in my heart and my buttock.
What?
I can hardly tell which is more inflamed, my spirit or my hemorrhoids.
Poisoning. I met a lawyer who was poisoned to discuss something in the cafeteria that day. I left my seat for just a moment, and that's when it happened. From what I heard, it was a liquid poison that is legal at just two teaspoons. Not only that, I heard it was a very special kind of poison. So you see, I'm innocent. I wouldn't even know where to get a poison like that.
So that's what happened here 8 months ago.
However, as you heard from the witness testimony, she has nothing to do with it. I think the defense is just trying to out of tricks.
I'm terribly sorry, Mr. Payne, but I'm afraid the defense has many more tricks up its sleeve today. And I'm sure to be show them to you before the end of this cross-examination.
Ah! What the? Why does the defense suddenly feel stronger?
Aha, Mia, you're showing me the true royal aura, my dear. That trust, posture, and self-confidence, absolutely smashing.
Let's say first. Okay. What were you What were you talking about with the defense authority? Well, I'm sorry, but that's confidential.
According to the report, you will be interviewed regarding another case.
The lawyer was killed. The lawyer was killed. He said he wants to talk about incident I was caught up in when I was younger. Why don't you tell us all what that incident was? There you go.
There was absolutely nothing at all to do with this case.
Objection sustained. The defense question is taken from the record.
You got involved in a lot of incidents, don't you, Miss Hyphone? Well, I guess I have just born under a bad sign.
Don't worry, Dolly. I'll protect you.
You hear the man? Now that is true love, young lady.
Oh, Phoebe, please. Ugh, those two really are making me guilty. Alibi for decidedly different reasons. How long were you gone? I'm already answered all these questions for the police. But if you must know, maybe 10 or 20 minutes. And where were you doing that sketch of time? Using the toilet?
What are you saying, Miss Faye? Toilet? My perfect little Dolly doesn't poop.
You heard the defendant, Miss Faye. Better luck next time.
Oh, baby, please.
The police has already looked into this whole matter. This line of questioning is nothing but a waste of court time.
Objection sustained. Miss Armstrong, please retrieve the testimony.
It's been disclosed at times since. Was it on City or on the big suspect concerns? Hold it. About how much liquid is 2 teaspoons?
Well, let me see. My bottle is eye drop says it's half fluid ounce, which is equal to 3 teaspoons.
So it's about 2/3 of the amount. The poison was found in the lawyer's mug of coffee. It must have been after I left the table. Someone must have quietly slipped in there.
How much you know about this kind?
A special kind of poison. How so? Well, I heard that it's almost impossible to detect.
Oh, and where would something like that come from?
I'm sorry, all I know is what I overheard the policeman saying. They say something about using advanced chemicals process to purify it.
Chemical processes? Well, that's quite impressive. Most impressive.
The better question is, how did the criminal get something like that?
Really, you don't know?
And that's the reason they didn't arrest you? Because no one could show how you would getting the poison? I think that's a good enough reason, Madame Faye.
She is right, and I think we all had enough for Miss Faye questions.
So in essence, the main reason Miss Armstrong was held arrested for this crime was because no one could show how she could obtain the poison.
Then all we have to do is find a way to establish how she could gain some, right? Great. Now, just how did the lead student get hold of poison of all things? You mean this?
Objection!
Oh no. So how did she know where to find the poison? Ah, okay.
Objection!
You know because your boyfriend. You wouldn't know how to get that kind of poison? I don't believe you. What? In fact, you easily access to that kind of poison, didn't you? At your boyfriend's lab.
The boyfriend? You mean the victim's dog swallow?
That's right. Up until 8 months ago, Miss Hawthorne was dating Mr. Swallow. And if you recall, Mr. Swallow was a pharmacology student at Ivy University.
The pharmacology?
His laboratory contained highly advanced chemistry equipment. In fact, without such equipment, the equipment would never have obtained such a rare and special poison. Well, Miss Hawthorne, it seemed to have access to such poison after all. And then it was a matter of slipping it into the victim's coffee when he wasn't looking. The only person who would have done that was the one sitting at his feeding table, you. Yeah!
Order! Could it be?
That's nothing but a basic cut. May I say something, Madam Faye? What is it, Miss Hawthorne? The amount of poison in the coffee was 2 teaspoons, right? In order to carry that much liquid, you would need some kind of container.
Well, yes, that's true.
I was searched immediately after the incident took place.
Quite true. In fact, the entire courthouse was turned upside down.
But they didn't find a suspicious container anywhere, did they? She's right. They even mentioned that in the report. Well, you could easily get rid of something that small. Excuse me, madam, but this is court of law. If you're saying I threw the poison container away, I think you need to show some kind of proof.
I have proof.
Proof? Proof? You got me good with that.
Provide me some evidence, or I have to disallow this line of questioning, Miss Faye. Unless you can come up with some evidence, we're going to let this lead.
The police conduct a full body search of Mandela and of the entire courthouse. And yet the container holding the poison disappeared right after the crime occurred.
If you're going to accuse the young lady of committing murder, then where is the container the poison was carrying? What happened to it?
There we go. You were forced to get rid of the container in a hurry, weren't you? And that's why you passed on to someone that had nothing to do with the case. Someone that you knew wouldn't be searched.
Who is this person?
Mr. Phoenix Wright, of course.
So
The defendant was his witness accomplice?
Of course not. She gave the poison to him, disguised as a present. What? But that's...
That's a charming little necklace. Is this a little bottle? It's really quite cute. So what about it? What does it mean, Miss Faye?
The day that the victim met and fell for Mr. Phoenix Wright was 8 months ago. August 27th, the very same day as the poisoning incident. Under the prison of love, the witness gave my client a present. All the purpose of hiding the one piece of evidence that would keep her away.
What? Are you saying there's deadly poison in here?
No, there is no longer any poison in that bottle. However, I'm certain if the crime lab will analyze it, they would find a trace amount. So... No!
Order the court.
Objection!
On behalf of long voice again. On behalf of Dory, I object! Mr. Phoenix, control yourself. I won't let you bully her like this.
Mr. Wright, I thought I told you to stay in your seat.
Mr. Wright, why? Why are you going through so much trouble to protect her? Why? Because I'm madly in love with her.
Madly in love. I haven't heard anyone say that in a long time.
Mr. Wright, have you ever thought about this? Why exactly would a woman like Dela want to date you anyway? Well, I guess she must be madly in love with me too. Mr. Wright, please open your eyes. At this point in the trial, I think it would be obvious to everyone. The real reason that Mandela's Hawthorne is saying you is to keep you quiet, yeah, basically. Naturally, to keep you quiet. What? To keep me quiet? Keep me quiet about what? Well,
It seems that the rest of us don't quite understand you, Miss Faye. Nor do we understand what this wild secret that Miss Hawthorne holds is.
that's because there is no secrets, I tell you. How dense can you be? How dense can you be?
Miss Faye, please think it over and try again.
Yes, Your Honor. Okay, there you go. Mandela Hawthorne was not, and is not madly in love with you. The only thing she's after is that bottle of necklace you love to wear around your neck. My necklace? Back there was waiting room, you said yourself. Yeah, but she's so shy. Every time I see her, she always say the same thing to me. Please give it back now.
What a strange girl asking for a person back like that.
For Mandela's Hawthorne, that necklace is irrefutable evidence of her crime. That's why she absolutely had to get it back. You're lying! But you'll never give it back to her. And to make things worse for her, you insist on showing it to everyone you met. That's why she... I don't believe you. No! That's a lie! No! Yeah?
Mia, you right? Defendant, get away! Beef, hurry! After him! Mia, are you alright?
Yes, I think so.
That boy, he went completely insane.
Where is he?
It looks like the bailiff caught him, so he would be back soon enough.
Thank goodness. Oh no!
What is it?
The bottle necklace. Miss Annual present. It's gone.
What? That's terrible.
Mr. Wright must have grabbed it when she slammed into me.
Foolish boy. That's the only thing that could have saved him. What in place are we supposed to do now? Mr. Wright, this sort of behavior is unprecedented in the history of this court.
I'm sorry. I'm afraid that your apology is not enough. Mr. Wright, what did you do with the bottle of necklace? Forgive me. I'm sorry. It's okay. Just give it back the necklace. You already threw it away, didn't you? I ate it. What? You what?
You ate it.
It was too big to swallow, so I had to chew it into small bits first, but yeah. Ugh. Ah! What the? What? What?
What is he doing now?
Your Honor, you gotta stop the trial. Mr. Wright? Mr. Wright, are you feeling okay? Did your stomach hurt? That body is swallowed. They have some poison left in it.
It seems the defendant has proven the prosecuted case for us. Clearly, the bottle did not contain a deadly poison.
How could you be so sure?
I think that's obvious. As you can see, the defendant is still very much alive. As for the poison, more like a flickering defense attorney overactive imagination.
So it would seem.
Objection!
No, there must be some mistake. The bottle must not have any poison left in it. Either that or the poison must have lost its potency.
There, it's alright, rookie. Trusting your client is the most noble thing a defense authority can do. And it's hard for me to see that you place this much faith in Mr. Wright. But that's how it is for us on the prosecution side too. For example, I would trust the witness, Miss Hawthorne, with my really life. Which is why I can state that your assessment of her is completely wrong.
That's enough. Unfortunately, Miss Faye, I cannot accept your explanation of the events.
But why?
This may be impossible for beginners like you to understand. But in a court of law, evidence is everything.
Even after I proved so much, is she going to get away with everything?
Well, now the suspicion surrounding Miss Hawthorne has been cleared up. I would like to proceed with the trial.
Mr. Wright? I'm sorry, Miss Faye. It totally slipped my mind. I'm really, really sorry. I know you believe in me, and I feel like I'm really let you down. Mr. Wright, what are you trying to say? There's something I forgot to tell you.
What is it?
The day I met Duck Swallow. That girl, you shouldn't see her anymore. Hey, it's not your business. I'm telling you for your sake. If you continue to see her, it's going to be bad news. You're lying. Just listen to me. There's something you need to know about that girl. Last night, someone stole some poison from our lab. Poison? The same thing happened 8 months ago. A drug sample was stolen. She came to the lab that time too. It could only be her. That girl is a thief. Stop it! Don't talk about her like that. Is it true? Did he really say that? That's ridiculous! That's ridiculous! That's one more thing. After I pushed him that day, I got worried and came back to have a look. And she was there. Dolly was right there. She was crouched down next to him. What? She told me not to ever tell anyone about it, but I'm sorry, Dolly.
Your Honor, the defendant is Miss Faye. You tell him.
Dolly didn't do it. She innocent. So Dahlia stole poison 8 months ago too, huh? If you put that together with Mr. Wright's testimony, then there's only one possible conclusion. The defense believed that Miss Dahlia Hawthorne stole some poison on the night before that she killed Duck Swallow. Oh, okay. I think I know what it is.
The night before?
Naturally, her motive was to kill someone. Miss Faye.
if you're so certain of your theories, let me ask you this.
Mia, this is your chance. Think carefully now. There's something that she desperately wants to get back. Therefore,
What exactly who was Mr. Dada trying to kill?
there was one person. There was one person that was standing squarely in Mr. Leia Hawthorne's way, and that person was Mr. Phoenix Wright. Me? That's preposterous! After all, it was Dark Swallow that was murdered. Well, it's true that how things worked out, but let's remember that Mr. Swallow died of electrocution, not poison. The person that Miss Hawthorne was planning to poison was, in fact, you, Phoenix Wright. There's no one else that could it be.
But how can that be? I thought Mr. Wright and Miss Hawthorne were in love.
Poor Mr. Wright, it must be killing him. Hang in there. I'll bring her to justice. I swear it. As I said before, the only thing Miss Hawthorne truly cares about was the one piece of evidence linking her to that incident 8 months ago. That's right. The bottle necklace. That's all she cares about.
But even so, why? Why would she go so far as to murder him?
8 months ago, just after the fall of the authority in the basement cafeteria, Darlena Hawthorne could think of only one thing: how to get rid of the bottle necklace as quickly as possible. No, it can't be! It was a pretty good move she made too. The evidence was missing for a long time. But there was just one big problem. Although she got him to hide the evidence, Mr. Wright refused to return it to her. To him, the tiny little bottle was a treasured treasure. He even showed it to everyone he met.
You mean that's why she tried to kill Mr. Wright?
Correct, Your Honor. It was to retrieve that piece of evidence. That can't be true! Phoebe, what a joke you are. Uh-oh, here it goes. Your true self. Honestly, how can any woman ever count on you for anything? I even told you time and time again to keep your trap shut about me and that necklace. You disgust me.
Miss Hawthorne.
It appears that we are nearing the end of this trial. Fine. I can tell you the plan on making me into a criminal no matter what I say. You are a criminal, Miss Hawthorne. We see about that. But first, where's your evidence? It seems your shivering little crybaby of a client has eaten the bottle as a snack. Well, hey, old man, are you senile or something? Why don't you say something instead of sitting there with that dumb look on your face?
Miss Hawthorne, what happened to you?
Are you really that shocked? Or will you prefer me this way, Mr. Judge? With absolutely no proof, you treat a voluntary witness like she's a mass murderer. Well, I have nothing more to say. I'll be heading home now if you don't mind.
But we're not finished.
Fine. Then let's add this nasty old hag to finish up already. Uh-oh. I can't let her get away this time.
Stop, Mia. If you keep on pushing any evidence, you could pay the ultimate price as a lawyer.
The ultimate price?
You'll be forced to take off your authority pass forever, I'm afraid.
No. You better think it over carefully, Miss Faye. Or should I say, Miss Gray? Gray.
Well, Miss Faye,
Miss Gray, what are you talking about? Miss Gray.
can you provide evidence that would establish her guilt once and for all?
If I mess up here, my curiosity is over.
Let's say first.
But to be honest, at this point, I don't have any evidence that will found it. Even so, I'd rather lose my authority badge than let her get away with murder.
Your Honor, the defendant would like to present proof. Impossible! You can't possibly... Stupid woman.
It is the opinion of the court that there has already been enough discussion. Therefore, I will allow only one piece of evidence to be presented.
Just one?
If you are unable to establish her guilt, then I'm afraid that a very harsh verdict will immediately be handed down on Mr. Wright.
I understand, Your Honor.
I can just imagine the headline for tomorrow's newspaper. Up-and-coming lawyer prompted to act before she gets the chance to soar. She was trying to poison Mr. Wright. If that's the case, then the poison was probably in there.
Well then, Miss Faye, please present your evidence. Show it to the court and irrefutable proof that
Trying to poison. This one, bitch. Here it is, Your Honor. The evidence will prove her guilt once and for all.
Cold Killer X, Phoenix Wright beloved cold medicine.
Does our lucky defense authority has a bit of a curl? If I did, I still wouldn't. Take this cold medicine. After all, it's been poisoned.
What?
Remember what the defendant said in this testimony? But I lost my bottle of it around lunchtime on the day of the incident of the accident. I always give it Dolly, just the two of us. She was the one who took his bottle of Cold Killer X. And then she poisoned it, knowing that Mr. Wright was going to take some. Now you're really grasping at straws. After all, it was the victim, Dog Swallow, that was holding the medicine. No.
I would like the court to recall the crime that happened here 8 months ago.
Where did Miss Hawthorne hide the evidence?
Huh? What are you talking about?
8 months ago, the poison was hidden in her bottle necklace, which she then gave it to someone else for safekeeping. Someone she had accidentally run into in the reading room, my client, Mr. Phoenix Wright. Yes, that's right. She did the same thing this time as well. After shoving the victims, Mr. Phoenix Wright left the scene of the crime. That is when the big murderer, Delena Hawthorne, appeared. With her, she was carrying the poison bottle of Cold Killer X. This, of course, was so she would carry out her plan to murder Mr. Wright.
I believe she did testify that she was going to meet with the defendant.
Yes, and she heard and saw everything that happened at the scene of the crime, including what the defendants and the victims were arguing about and the cut electrical cable. That's when she realized, I can't allow it to. She used the silver electrical cable to silence him forever. Unfortunately for her, this is when the problem occurred. Mr. Wright, who she thought had left the scene, came back to check on the victim. And on top of that, because of the power outage, some students showed up as well. It's hardly any wonder that she was, as she put it, in a state of panic. Recall that she was carrying the bottle of poison, cold medicine. She must have thought, what if they searched me like they did 8 months ago?
8 months ago?
Yes, she disposed of the evidence exactly the same way she did back then. she had someone also in this case, Duck Swallow. Oh, come on now, everyone. Surely you aren't fool, are you? This stupid woman. She's not even a filthy, stinky liar. Right, Mr. Prosecutor? Huh? Yeah, that's exactly right. It's just pure desperation.
Objection!
I wonder which one of us is the desperate one. So, Miss Hawthorne? This cold medicine. I wonder if you wouldn't mind taking some. Well, Mr. Wright ate that necklace of yours, right? Now it's your turn to prove you're innocent. What do you say? Eat it. If I'm just a filthy, stinky liar, then I also need to worry. So come on, show us. I dare you take some of this medicine. Right now.
Mia Fey! Mia Fey! Do you think you won well? Do you, Mia Fey?
That's just fine. For the time being. Victory is yours. For the time being. Well, I have a very long memory, you know. You and I will meet again. I said it a bit. Well then, Mr. Judge. I see you later too, okay?
Huh? Why? Yes.
I'm going to go spend a little quality time with the men in blue now. I wish you all the best. Whew. It's finally all over.
I refuse to accept this. The defense has shown a scrap of evidence to support their outrageous claim.
But even so, your witness seems to have accepted.
I don't care. I'm Winston Pride. I'm Winston Payne. I don't believe one word that this rookie lawyer has said.
Well then, Mr. Payne, let me ask you this.
Yes?
Would you care to try this cold medicine?
What?
Just a little earlier, I would swore you say...
There, it's alright, rookie. For example, I would trust the witness, Miss Hawthorne with my really life.
So if she's so trustworthy, then I'm sure there won't possibly be any poison in here, right?
Well, yes, yes.
Objection!
And here comes the backpedal. Come now, rookie killer. Show this rookie how it's done. How much trust do you really have for this woman? Are you willing to bet your life?
Yeah, my hair! It's my beautiful hair! Yeah, yeah!
Mr. Pay, about Miss Madonna Hawthorne.
Yes, Your Honor. I filed papers for her immediate arrest.
Tragic, but not surprising. I knew there was something suspicious about her from the very beginning.
No, you're not, Judge. You're lying.
Don't lie, just admit you were wrong.
By the way, Miss Fay,
Yes, Your Honor.
was it just me or did you and Miss Madonna Hawthorne seem to know each other?
Your Honor, whether we did or not has not bearing on this case.
Very well. Mr. Pay,
This can't be happening. It's a nightmare. It's like listening to my daughter.
it appears Mr. Pay has lost his spirit along with his hair. That's it. Does the defendant has anything else further to say?
It can't be true. My dear. Dolly! Achoo!
Very well then. I believe I am ready to pass judgment and bring this trial to an end. The court found the defendants, Phoenix Wright, not guilty.
Yes. Yes.
This court is adjourned.
Bobby, okay, hold on, sorry.
Mia, you're wonderful in there.
Thank you for everything, Mr. Crossbird.
During the verdict, I thought my hemorrhoids were you going to explode like
Mom, what?
murderous.
Mr. Crossbird, do you maybe think you could stop talking about them?
That's rather rude. Anyway, this case really made me think. What does it really mean to have a relationship of mutual trust with the client? Perhaps it is we, parent lawyer, who have lost sight of this.
Oh, Mr. Wright, congratulations!
Thanks. You know, I was thinking.
Go on. The dolly that I saw up there on the big stand.
I don't think that was really her.
What?
Yeah, the dolly I know would never have said those kind of terrible things. Let me save here first now. Maybe she was like, I don't know, a fake or something.
Boy, this poor kid still hasn't got a clue. You need to forget about her, Mr. Wright, for your own sake.
Yeah, you're right. That's probably for the best.
Also, you need to relax a bit more. Try to grow up a little.
But all my friends, everyone say I'm the most grown up.
Yeesh, what kind of company does this guy keep?
Right now, I'm studying to become a lawyer myself.
That's what you keep saying. But I thought you were in the art department.
Well, yeah, I am. But there's a friend that I desperately want to help. If I hurry, then I should still be able to save him in time.
I see.
Say, Miss Faye, a lawyer is someone who can help people when they're in trouble, right?
Mr. Wright, I still new at this myself. But I think that's exactly what a lawyer is.
Okay, I'm going to do it. I study my butts off. I become a lawyer for sure. I hope we can see each other again someday. Maybe even in court. It's been 5 years since I was acquitted of our charges. I became a lawyer, like I planned, and managed to save my friend. But Mia has passed on to a better place. For me, this trial brings up a lot of painful memories. But it's also bringing up some very precious ones. And memories that I thought would never rise to the surface again. Mia is gone now. But even so, I can hear her in my mind.
Phoenix, no matter what, always believe in your client. In a court of law, your greatest weapon is your belief.
5 long years. Something that has happened that makes me think back to her words of wisdom. But that is a story for another day. Yes, we ended today's with the first case. Woo! Wow, new case. Okay, let's save first and we will end tonight. I will see you guys on tomorrow, continue with the new episodes. So until then, I see you guys on next stream. My name is Oasis, don't get rich channel, and I will good day, have a great night. So good night guys.